Britney, can I really be the hero? Britney is a platformer game where you must find ingredients to make an ultra dessert for Master Anna, and you only have 10 hours to get the dessert. I'm not gonna lie, this game is very hard. Britney can die easily, which is why this game has 1000 lives. When a Britney dies, another Britney takes place, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. You can sacrifice like hundreds of Britney. It's challenging, but rewarding. The graphics are great and the music is enjoyable. The story is also light-hearted and well done. Overall, if you like a challenging game, this game is for you. Guilty Gear Judgment. There are two games here. The other is H2 Reload. I will talk about the Judgment first. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up game with over 20 characters. The levels are fairly long and the boss battles are challenging but enjoyable. The game also has survival mode. The gameplay is fast and the combos are easy to do, allowing you to beat the enemy with style. On the other hand, H2 Reload is a fighting game. Although some modes couldn't make the transition, including story mode and mission mode, the gameplay doesn't change and the game is still very fun. This is supposed to be top 10, but I think this video has more than 10. Kurumin, a monstrous adventure. Kurumin is an action RPG game where you play as Perrin. So this is a game where you play as Perrin, who must fight against the phantoms and bring peace to the monster village. So in this game you will enter various dungeons, avoid traps, solve puzzles and defeat enemies. There are several difficulties, with two at the start of the game, beginner and normal. The harder difficulty is the more powerful the enemies, but also the obstacle will change. This will give players sense of challenges and add replayability quickly. You can also equip yourself with hardware and clothes, as well as getting new abilities when visiting the human village. The graphics are cute and the sound is excellent. You could have a really good time playing this game. Assassin's Creed Block Life. Visually, this is one of the most stunning PSP games I have ever played. I really love the details and the animations of this game, so the gameplay is very identical to other Assassin's Creed games. It's an open world game and you can still explore the city, do the side missions and do parkour. Although the gameplay is simplified due to PSP limitations, such as very little citizens walking around, downgraded stealth and blending mechanics, the game is still very impressive. For a small size, this game is pretty impressive. In Way of the Samurai, you play as Kenji, a wandering samurai who visits a village and gets involved in the conflict between rival clans. The combat is great. You can dodge, block, do quick and strong attacks, pull special moves. There are over 40 weapons and each has unique movesets. But what makes this game unique is the branching plots. Every decision you make can lead to different paths and multiple endings. For example, you can be a hero and save the girl, or you can be a bad guy and help them out, or you can even ignore them. Besides story mode, you can also play 1v1 against CPU. And although the graphics are simple and the story is short, branching story along with a variety of content make this game, I would still recommend this. Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. This is a remake of the first Rockman X game, with a most identical storyline where you must defeat Sigma and stop him from taking over the world. As a remake, this game has an insane amount of change as well as new features and content, such as Vi mode where you play as Vi, a villain, boss having different attack patterns compared to a last game, the completely redone soundtracks and dialogue, etc. The graphics are beautiful and the levels are challenging but fun, not as hard as Winnie. I really like Rockman. and even if you are not a fan of Mega Man, I would still recommend this game. Midnight Club 3. Midnight Club is an open world racing game where you can race against other racers across 3 cities. The game focuses on high-speed racing rather than realistic driving, which is perfectly suited for those who love going wild. And by winning the race, you can unlock new cars and options to customize them in the garage. The graphics and sounds are excellent, and the races are challenging but fun and fair. I had to turn off the music because they are copyrighted, but trust me, the music makes the racing experience so much better. Overall, a great game made by Rockstar. Gun Showdown. I have played this game on my PC before, and I had lots of fun. Gun Showdown is basically Gun on PSP, but with additional content. Showdown has received a director's cut with 5 brand new missions and 6 minigames. The gameplay has also been improved with several new weapons and the ability to call the horse, so you won't have to walk a long way just to find them to ride. The graphics are great even on PSP and the sound is excellent. Overall, if you like Western games like Red Dead Redemption, you will love this game. Trust me. Power Stone Collection. This game includes Power Stone 1 and 2, along with extra content in both games. Power Stone 1 is a classic 1v1 fighting game where you can choose from over 8 characters to fight against each other. During battle, the Power Stones will appear. If a character collects enough stones, he or she will transform into a more powerful version. The story is straightforward. 8 characters are on the quest to find the Power Stone, which has magical power to grant any wish. To get the stone, they must defeat anyone who stands in their way. Power Stone 2 is a sequel where 8 characters along with 4 new ones are trapped inside the castle, and they must find a way to escape. The game allows up to 4 players in the match, and most of the stages are dynamic and will change as the battle progresses. It may sound like Power Stone 2 is better, but both games offer unique story and gameplay mechanics that make them enjoyable in their own way. WWE Smackdown Pursuit 2011 is a professional wrestling game with over 70 wrestlers, including The Undertaker, John Cena, and The Rock. You can also create your own wrestler as well as creating movesets and entrants. The game also features Road to WrestleMania, a mode where you can choose between 5 superstars and explore an open world. I also had to turn off this game music because of copyright reasons, but the music is great and the graphics are pretty good. Overall, with a huge variety of content and enjoyable gameplay, this game is a must try. If you want more PPSSPP games, this video on the right is for you. And as always, I hope you enjoy this game as much as I do. Thanks for watching.